Hi, everyone. Welcome to Night Vision, the podcast where we bring the UCF clubs to you. My name is Antonio Mitchell, and today we are joined by EPOCH. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
So excited to be talking to you both. Now, everyone, can you please put on the night vision goggles and get to know EPOCH? Can you please introduce yourselves, your names and your pronouns for us, please?
Hi, I'm Cait. My pronouns are she/her.
Hi, I'm Kestrel, or you can call me Kes. I use they, them pronouns.
Perfect. Well, I'm so excited to meet you both and to get to know a little bit more about EPOCH. So my first question is, can you tell me a little bit more about what you guys do? What's EPOCH?
Ooh, okay. So EPOCH, we are a Minecraft server that is hosted here at the college. We are, public to the wider world, but our big premise is that we are a story-based, collaborative role-play environment. So people are able to create characters, engage in essentially a massive collaborative storytelling sort of environment, sort of like D&D, but like bigger and in like an actual video game environment.
Beautiful. So how did this all sort of get started?
Do you want to talk about early days?
Oh gosh, early days. So how this got started was, well, to put it rather plainly, I didn't know anybody at UCF. I didn't know anyone. I was lost, and I had been lost at UCF for like forever. It's a very large campus. And I had trouble getting involved in normal clubs, so I decided, you know what, I really just want to play Minecraft. So I put out a post onto the lovely UCF subreddit asking people, hey, do you want to play Minecraft with me? And from that started a small Minecraft server. That's where I met Kes.
Yes, we were like a group of around 8 people, and we just played every Tuesday and Thursday from like 6 p.m. to like 10 p.m. No, that was great. We'd play every week. I think we did it for like 11 months. How much did we do it?
Probably 10 months.
10 months, yes. We did it for 10 months, and then we were like, hey, we've done really good work here. What if we made this bigger? What if we did a student club or something that other people can join too? And we'd do it, we'd make posters, we'd find ways to open it to everybody, and then we started season 1.
Yeah.
Awesome. So it's broken up into seasons?
Yes.
How does that work?
So how it works is that each season is essentially its own self-contained overarching narrative with a specific beginning and end point, which allows for us to get new waves of players and shake up the story. So for the first season, it was relatively small scale. We had no idea what we were doing with that many people or that many technical problems, but from that spawned our very core group, who now makes up the heart of our staff team. And so from there, we rebooted with season 2, and we've just carried on doing that. Season 3 was hugely successful, and we're now on season 4, which is entitled Odyssey, and that's been super awesome so far.
That sounds so interesting and exciting. Okay, so this season 4, is Odyssey. What's the story for Odyssey?
Yeah. Okay. So we are on it's a spaceship or like a satellite. It's a very large, we like to call it the egg. and it's beautiful. It's a huge megastructure that our team of builders actually hand built. It took them like a month to build it.
Oh my goodness.
So they were like very dedicated. And we helped too, obviously, but it's such a great labor of love that our community built for the sake of this season. So everyone is on this spaceship, and there is 2 different clans or groups. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, so basically, in this universe, instead of having a ton of different alien species, there's really only 2 groups of them. There are the Starborn Empire, which they're made up of all of these human descendants, essentially. We're in a very, very far future setting, so all these different worlds with, essentially various humanoid individuals, but they're all still human at a base level. And then there's the other group, the Nephilim Collective. They're space dragons.
Right, of course.
Of course, naturally. And so the plot of the season really is revolving around this very first joint mission between the Nephilim and the Starborn. This is the first contact between these otherwise completely isolated groups, and they're investigating, all of our players are investigating this mystery that essentially a very, very long time ago, the beginning of the Starborn developing into the group that they are now was that they were nearly wiped out. Earth was destroyed, and humanity was at the brink of extinction due to these mysterious alien powers that are now gone. So we're exploring what happened to that, what is our place in the universe, and where do we go from now?
Yeah. So it's interesting because there's a lot of some minor rivalries between the Starborn and the Nephilim, and we all have to kind of get along on this big spaceship. And there's a lot of like misconceptions about these other groups, and we're all kind of like, you know, wary of one another. And then as the story goes on, we're hoping to, you know, build bonds of trust, and it's really, really fun. It's like a very much a role playing, you know, role playing these different groups and trying to figure out how to get along while up in the cosmos or on alien worlds, and, you know, in pursuit of this mystery. So it's been good. It's very much like a new sci-fi sort of campaign, which is really good. Other seasons have been like fantasy, more like, you know, really like castles and dragons type stuff, while this has been really more sci-fi.
More sci-fi.
Yes.
And this is all through the function of Minecraft.
Yes.
Yes.
How did you guys create this idea? Who came up with the Odyssey idea? Like, who wrote this?
Well, I am the prime, like, main writer, director. Kes is amazing and super instrumental in, you know, helping me develop things and all that. But
I'm the person you shoot your ideas off of, and then we kind of co-write like that, where we're like, you have all the stuff, and I kind of trying to put it in a really good order.
Yeah.
And that's always been our process. That's really allowed us to do a lot of creative endeavors together, which has been good.
Kes also helps me know if I'm going too far off the rails with crazy sci-fi stuff, because I'm a huge sci-fi nerd.
Sure.
Not all of our players are. So I have to. Kes helps me balance it for like normal people, normal-ish. But
I'm not a huge sci-fi nerd. I like some sci-fi stuff, and I help to. Yeah, I'm like, hey, this is like so beyond me. Please, if it's beyond me, it's beyond them. So let's get it to this point. So we kind of cooked it together to make a good product for you know, people across the board. There's hints and nods for, you know, people that are really, really, really into sci-fi, and they're really locked in on all that stuff. But anyone, regardless of background, can really enjoy the story.
Wow. How many players are in the server?
So right now, with the new season, we have over 100 players who've been whitelisted. That means that they've filled out a character ticket. They've created a character that we've approved and said, yes, you're good to play. Right now, for the past several nights, launch day peaked at almost 70 people on.
Oh my goodness.
And pretty much every night, we've gotten like 40 to 50 consistently from like 8 p.m. to like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, we go to bed at midnight, and people are still on.
So they're still in space.
They're still in space. They want to run around, or that's on them.
Oh my goodness.
They're having a good time, and a lot of them, it's like, you know, half the time you're doing the role playing, but there's also an out of character space too, where people just want to talk to each other too. It's a very nice environment for people that are a little bit more like outsidery to connect. We wanted our student club to be something that's not like, it's for the people that don't fit in all media or all spaces, but, you know, they find connection and community here
With each other.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a group of nerds. They love each other.
Yeah,
which is good.
Why not? People need that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is all for the people, and you guys are able to sort of connect on a shared interest and really enjoy the experiences you get to make with each other. That's super fun. So, how are people getting connected to this server? So you have this club, you're making the server. How are people sort of joining it?
Well, sorry, I have to laugh a little bit. Posters. We are the ones with the countless, many posters on campus.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, that's us. That's us. This season, we've had our biggest postering campaign, I think, ever, by far. And so that's what's allowed.
Do you want
us
to give
have
an
something cool.
estimate of how many pages of paper you've used?
I don't want to think about that.
I think the good people of Night Vision want to know.
Well, the good people of Night Vision should know that we've probably put up 700 or more pages on campus.
700.
Yeah, and we are expanding into other campuses and colleges as well.
Wow, this is becoming larger than life.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I mean, and it's reflected in how many people are joining it. You said consistently it's 50 people?
Yeah, 50
Actively
people
online.
actively online.
How long does the season last for?
So that really depends on the season. We've tried really, let's see, very first season only lasted for a summer. Past that, honestly, I think we really hit the sweet spot with season 3, which was around like almost 10 months, I think.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, it just depends on the needs of the community and if there are any big opportunities. We cut season 3 a little bit shorter than was the initial plan because the spring semester was coming up, and we thought that, hey, season 3 is at the late part of the story anyway. This isn't really going to work for bringing in new people, and we want to rebrand. We want to really try something new. So that's what Odyssey came out of, was this desire to, you know, go bigger, go crazier, and so far it's really been successful. So
Wow, congratulations. It seems to be a really, really cool story and like fantasy world that you all have constructed here.
Yes.
So since it has already begun, how does it go for people trying to still get involved with it and joining it after the season has already started?
Enrollment is completely ongoing. We have so many people that we have like an onboarding like team. People that really are like, hey, there's somebody just joined. I'm gonna go check in on them and get them all acquainted. Like last night, you and I went and we had a tour with a person. We were like, oh, you just joined. Okay, we're not doing anything right now. Let's go to we pick them up and then we walked them around the entire ship, showed them everything, and got them like acquainted with everything.
Here's the egg.
Again. And it's not just us. We have so many great people that are just like, hey, oh, a new person, let's get them, and then we kind of like take them around, show them everything, get them, get them active. And people like, as soon as you do that for somebody, they'll come back again. Very queer-friendly space too. And we have so many people across the board who, take on different identities, and it's been really good for that too. I think it's a huge draw for the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So inclusivity, you can join whenever, you just get to be part of this community and contribute to this like really amazing server.
Yeah.
So who all works on the server? How many people on the back end, like for this club? Like how is leadership sort of structured?
Well, this season we have significantly expanded our leadership structure, but how it works is we have 4 officers, which is me, Kes, and 2 more amazing people who were recruited during the first season and who've honestly, we couldn't have done without them. But beyond that, we have a variety of staff members. I think we're up to like 10-ish. We had to promote a couple more because the starting event was insane. We didn't expect quite that many people.
We had like 7 We had 7, and those were all players that we really, really trusted from previous seasons. And then we started the season, and it's like, oh, there's 60 people on. Oh no, let's like this is the best problem to have. Let's get more people that we trust on the team, and it helps when we have like that group of people, and they all have like minimal responsibilities since the responsibilities are so shared between them. Officers handle like the big things like story shaping, big choices for the group, that kind of thing, while the staff are really the people that are like, hey, we're on at 3 a.m. we can get you onboarded, or help you with this, or if you died we can help you find your grave. That kind of stuff, all the things that people need when they're playing Minecraft and need help.
Yeah. That's super, super cool. So it seems like there's a lot of people that not only are joining and obviously being active players, but there's a lot of people who are helping work this and structure it. Like, I mean, a great problem to have, like you said. Like, you need the team to reflect the amount of people that are being involved with this. I did hear earlier you were saying that you guys met each other through posting on the Reddit.
Yes.
Is it true you guys are a couple as well?
Yes, it is true. We Oh, sorry.
Do you want to say
I can
it?
talk about it. I mean, I was very, I was a lonely person as well. I had seen the Reddit post that said, hey, does anyone want to play Minecraft with me? And I was like, this is a kindred spirit. I'm also lonely. Let me see about this. So I started playing, and, we would play, and most people would log off after 10 p.m. on a Thursday. I would stay on. And then I was like, oh, actually, I want to play on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays. And I just would play all week long, all day. And I think Cait was super interested in what I was up to and why I was so adamant that I wanted to keep playing the server even when not a ton of people were on, because it was just a group of 8 at that point, and other people had lives. I didn't, and so she would hop on with me, and then we would play all day, and that kind of just evolved into that. After like a month of being like really close friends, we kind of admitted feelings for each other and started e-dating, and we e-dated for 7 months until I made the plunge and I decided to go try to pursue my MFA here, and live here and be with my friends. So that was kind of like the whole point. So I was able to launch my life after meeting this group, which is crazy from a Reddit post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all starts from Reddit.
It all starts from Reddit.
That's the beautiful thing. Like, you hear that, students, you can really find your community. You can find your people, your crew here through this club.
Yes.
I mean, it sounds insane, but I don't know. Sometimes life, you have to take a chance on people. And I the first time I saw that post, I actually scrolled by it, which is crazy. Yes, I scrolled by it because I was like, you see people on the internet it all day long asking crazy things and, stranger danger and what have you. But then I was like, I'm at a point in my life where I have a lot of like free time and no one to spend that time with. And this group sounds like, if it works out for this person, this group sounds like it'll be really fun. I was actually the last person to join. I was the last person to join this little group. And you were honestly considering not letting me in at first because you were like, I was only planning to have 7 people and you're the 8th. And I was like, oh, well, okay. And you were like, no, I like you. I'm letting you in.
We'll make an exception.
Yes. Well, and that was the launching point of our whole thing. I mean, you were like, you had planned the story ahead of time for that, and I hadn't fit into the design. You made me fit into the design because you were interested in me and cared. Yeah. Like cared about a stranger. So.
And if I may, I assumed you were going to open with the big news, but I suppose that I'll open with the big news. We are getting married at the end of this month. So yes.
We are getting married.
Congratulations. That is so awesome. Yes. So love can be found here at UCF.
Love can be found here at
EPOCH, like it exists for us out there. Like you are able to find that. That's so beautiful. Yeah. When's the wedding?
February 28th.
Oh my goodness.
Which is yes, good day.
Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And do you find that people who are joining EPOCH are also able to create these like other close bonds with the other people?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if we're allowed to share this, but I think a lot of people have like started dating.
Yeah,
which has been great. I mean, a lot of our friends come to the server. They're like, they haven't met a lot of people, and they haven't met a lot of people with mutual interests. And I think that's the most important thing.
It has been a lot. We've made some jokes about it being a dating simulator that we're running,
right.
Which is not the case. But
it's not purposefully the case. It's just the mutual. I mean, if you spend hours every single day with a person, I mean, people are hopping on at 7. They get off the server at 4 a.m. Like you kind of like are able to get a lot of social connections that you wouldn't have had otherwise, and that's how people really start hitting it off, and then they start meeting in real life and hanging out in real life, typically with the big group of friends. Because what's the best part about EPOCH, this is my favorite thing, is you can put into the chat and you could say, hey guys, does anybody want to go to Denny's with me? And 20 people will show up. This is a literal thing that just happened.
2 a.m.
At 2 a.m.
This happened.
At 2 a.m. Somebody was like, hey, does anybody want to go get it was either Denny's, it was Waffle House. Waffle House.
Wow.
And 20 people showed up, and the Waffle House employees were very, very upset.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yes.
You can't beat community, though. Like
we mobbed a Waffle House, and that's just how it goes. It's like, this is a place where you can have a rapidly growing connections to a ton of people, whether that's platonic or romantic is up to you. But generally speaking, it's a really cool group that like actually will go do things with you.
And if I may add to that, on the like friendship side of things, honestly, so many people here, they've come into UCF and either they're new or they've been here a while and they just haven't been able to make connections. And finally, I mean, these people spend all day with each other. There are meetups pretty much every single day where lots of people show up. There's so many events that people take each other to theme parks. Like, this is where people find connection and community in a way that, at least from my personal experience, I had a lot of trouble getting into at UCF. I mean, it is a huge, monstrously huge university. And so here we are all about onboarding new people and ensuring that, hey, you can be part of this. We so desperately want people to be part of this. No one should ever have to go to college and just be lonely the entire time. That's ridiculous and dumb. So if people are up for the story and like what we like, then hey, we want them here. We want people to find connection and really find a community that can support them.
Absolutely. That is beautiful. On that note, where do you see EPOCH going in the future?
Well, I think really the big thing is that we want to go global. We want to go big. At the moment, we're beginning to gently work on rolling out posters at other campuses, other major colleges. But beyond that, we have a whole media team this season who's working on, uploading and recording videos, streaming, doing, Instagram, which I don't understand Instagram at all, but people there do, and they're very good at it. And so we want to make this something that matters because, at least from my experience, a lot of similar stuff that you'll see on like YouTube or whatever, it's not accessible. to people. You can watch it and you're like, wow, this guy sure is cool, but it's purely one-sided. You can't, step into the screen and be part of it. Whereas here, we want to, for as long as possible, for as many people as possible, we want to maintain this community that anyone can be part of, even if they were, originally just someone who saw our content. We want this to be good for people and not just something that, you watch on a screen and then you go back to, your normal life. Like, we want this to be a part of people's lives, so.
Yeah. So honestly, we've been looking into ways to expand, figure out ways to get it global, get it at least across the U.S. I mean, we have a lot of people that are already we have people that are like online only people. And whether that's from, being an online UCF student, which there are many, I was one. But there's also like, people invite their friends and their friends live in Virginia or in, Montana or wherever. And as long as they have somebody to vouch for them, we're like, okay, yeah. And then a lot of our best players have been from these other places too. And that's that's helped a lot, is, bolstering our numbers with not just the UCF students, but also, close friends. This is not going to be a place where like, oh, if you already have a Minecraft server or you already have a group of friends that plays Minecraft all together, come play on ours. That's fine. We're good. We want groups of people, and it's fine to have established friend groups going in. As long as you're willing to hang out and do some of the role play stuff, then we're totally down for it. So yeah, it's a lot about trying to expand to, at least nationwide is the hope. But yeah.
That's awesome. So you see a season 5.
Oh, absolutely.
Easily.
You see a season 6, a season...
Yeah. I mean, we're already dreaming about the mod pack for the next season, so we get excited. Also, it is... I don't think we've said this a single time. This is modded Minecraft, so...
Oh.
Yes, we have, I think, 250 or more mods.
I think we're up to 300 now.
300 mods.
Which... If I may, a lot of people don't play modded Minecraft because it is extremely intensive on computers. When you have a ton of extra downloaded content, which is the nature of mods, it can get a lot. However, this season especially, we've really worked on ensuring that the server is able to run on as many people's computers as possible. You don't need a high-end machine. Granted, you can't run it on your mom's iPad, but you can run on like one step above that.
I mean, some people run it on Mac, which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
Really?
I run it on my laptop. You run it on an actual computer. And people across the board are able to access this one. And part of that is because we use a different program. We use something called NeoForge, which is a little bit less intensive than Forge, which people that are nerds will understand what I'm saying. But yes, it's a great mod pack. And also we have so many people that are like, will help you figure out how to download mods. If you're so lost, I can't figure this out. We have an entire step-by-step guide in our Discord that shows you how to download the pack. But hey, if you can't figure it out, there's also the tech support channel that has people in it all the time helping other people. So yeah. There's always ways to join. And regarding modded content, I think you should talk about modded content.
Yes. Okay. So
like what kind of mods?
Modded content. For those of us who may not know anything, let's just start at the very basics. So modded content, it is stuff you can add to the game. Minecraft does not just have to be zombies and diamond swords. You can have bigger zombies and dragons and alien gods. And so that's our season.
Right.
Really, this one, most mods, because Minecraft itself is a fantasy game, most of them are fantasy-based. However, with this season, we've been able to put together a wonderful sci-fi themed pack, and the parts that are fantasy have been, reinterpreted, edited, and changed. Everything is so custom for this season. I said before that, one of the big factions, essentially, they are dragons, and they are dragons, but we have, fitted them into the season. We've edited things, we've configured things, and so really everything creates this cohesive sci-fi atmosphere. Everybody's having trouble because there aren't enough spacesuits right now to go around, and so they are dying in space and then losing their other spacesuit because they try to go rescue the first one. So this is the environment we have, is that everything is custom and crazy, and a lot of people here have never played modded Minecraft before. They've only played the base game, but I really try to make it accessible. I don't want it to be hard. I don't like it when the game's really hard. I want the game to be fun, and I want it to support this storytelling environment. And everyone's so helpful with the technical stuff, with the gameplay. Like, I love our people. Yeah. I'm constantly surrounded by brilliant people. So.
I mean, honestly, sometimes I have questions about the mod. I'll ask somebody about it. They have the answer. People here, you will have so many people that know everything about everything, which is great and helps like helps you try to figure out stuff. There's so many cool things, like there's the Polaroid mod where you can like, or exposure, it's called exposure.
Yeah.
It's a camera mod where you could take really cute photos of other people
in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then you can put them up on the wall, and people do really cool shots, and that's like, either like group photos, but also we had like a person that was doing like detective shots where they're trying to hunt down a crime, so they'll take a photo of somebody, a perpetrator doing something, and present that as proof. Little things like that. There's tons of ways to make the game super interesting, and we spread out those mods across the entire season, no matter what, to make sure that people have like a lot of time with each mod individually. Like if you want to do mods, that is. I mean, a lot of people just are like, I'm here for the role play, and just want to do the talking and just want to do the crazy interactions. But people that are interested in like in elevating their Minecraft experience and doing more with it and spending a lot of time like learning about this stuff and interacting in different ways, they'll love it. It's great.
The opportunities are endless, it seems. That is so awesome. Well, I believe that is all the time we have today. Thank you so much for being here. I have one final question, though. You guys have shared so much about this beautiful server. Can you clarify? I actually have two questions. First question, please define for me SMP, Minecraft SMP, for the people that don't know.
It's a survival multiplayer.
Okay.
So it's just like, it just means that, hey, we're in survival mode. There's a survival mode or a creative mode. Creative mode, you can, place as many blocks as you want. You can get it from a creative menu, so you don't have to harvest anything. Survival is, you can take damage. Things can chase you in the hallways. You have to mine your own resources and collect stuff. Multiplayer, obviously, is, multiple players. You're not playing by yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so second question, where can people find you? You mentioned the flyers, you mentioned the Discord. How can people find the Discord?
Yes, we have an Instagram, we have a TikTok. Both of those should be at EPOCH SMP. EPOCH is EPOCH.
Awesome. And so you find the Discord, you find the socials, you get connected to the server, and you just start playing?
Yes.
When do you start playing? Is it every day at a certain time, every night at a certain time? When is it?
We play every day from 7 p.m. to midnight. You can join anytime, and somebody will be on, which is great.
Somebody will be on. That's awesome. I gotta get on that server myself. Let's just all play with each other. Like, I want to see and check it out for sure.
I would totally play with you. I would get you inducted into the server. You could be a dragon. You could fly around.
The opportunities are endless.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Well, thank you all so much for telling us all about EPOCH. And you hear that, people, now you can take off those night vision goggles and you can come meet them, not in person, but on their server. Thank you so much for watching Night Vision. You can continue following us at Night Vision Tonight on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Thank you.